Welcome back to the new game review. Let's talk today about the Shady Knight. Overall, I recommend the game. However, there are major issues I feel that made this game a very frustrating, as opposed to difficult. I'll deliver it all this information in this video. Firstly, I want to preface that this has been my most hype of the game of a good year, and I was excited for it even before that. The demo was very fun, so my hype for this game was at an all-time high. Sadly, in its current state, I don't feel it's quite reached the levels I hoped it would, but the good news is that it Captain decides to look into my critiques, the issues I personally feel the game can be remedied. The things I love about the game will be at the bottom, as I want my criticism to be the forefront for this, so that can hopefully be addressed in some way. I truthfully enjoyed this game demo and love the feeling of being an overpowered maniac with the sport. The finished product removes some parts of what I felt good about the demo. I hate having to restart the relatively short levels over and over to be able to get to the top rank, and the way the camera slows down as you get into what you know you are horrible at this game is just an extra slap in the face. Some of the enemies are just way too tanky. I feel so powerful in the demo because of the combos I could pull off, but the guys who just need to be hit in the back seems more like a gimmick than a decent feature. The fire protection really messes with the flow as well, because I have to stop everything to look for a fire barrel or area that adds fire to your weapon. I have made it through the Cold Blood feel level as of writing this review, which for the unaware is the third chapter in the game, and unfortunately I feel everything after the first serious world, difficulty spikes feel way too inconsistent. I have sadly triple S the level in chapter 2 to be exact, don't remember the level name, while spending about an hour to not even able to ask another that came right after it. Difficulty is all over the place, and I want to explain why I feel that is. So about the issues, after a recent patch most spider related issues have been addressed. They're still hard to tell apart from each other, but otherwise they were better. Next up, the game does not really do a good job of explaining most things to me. Some things get a text pop-up explaining them, other times the only way to get an idea of how things works is just to mess with it, or sometimes manage to come across a picture hint of the geometry of the level. In a game that I'm trying to speed through the levels to maintain both momentum as well as a rank matter, making me need to stop and look at the image and puzzle what it means isn't a great idea in my opinion. Maybe it's done this way to inconvenience playing the game slowly the first time around, and once you know everything, going back through the end and triple S'ing the levels, but that hasn't been particularly conveyed to me. Could entirely be my fault, I may be missing something. If so, hopefully Captain Gish will reply and correct me for me. Finally, momentum. It feels wildly inconsistent. I can't even put my finger on why exactly. Some things that I do slow me and crawl when otherwise it wouldn't. And on the contrary, dashing the weapons feels like it throws me away too far. Many of my deaths have been getting flung on the map just by trying to grab a weapon. Again, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I fully intend on continuing through the game and will revise this section if I feel improving enough for this to be user error. Reasons what is worth getting. Apart from the after-mentioned issues, the game is very tight to control. All the little animations added to weapons, from swinging to throwing, deflecting, parrying, make them extremely satisfying to use. Every weapon is fun to use and feels weighty enough that when you hit enemies, they will react, you will never get old. The physics systems are very satisfying, and the ways they complement the game adds a lot to overall experience. Art style is one of my favorites I have seen from a recent game release. This is for sure a unique and good looking game, and it performs extremely well. No complaints with the art style, visual quality and design of the game. Music is very well done. Not much to say on the other than it's great. The music during the monsters is definitely my favorite thus far. Cannot wait for the soundtrack release, will be buying the one if it comes to Steam. Overall, even with the issues I presented, it's still my indie game for the year. I love it and see myself 100% its achievements, but would love for my issues with it to be addressed first. I feel the core of the game is absolutely amazing, I just hope the kinks can be ironed out. And I'm having a skill issue. So guys, thank you for watching this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the next videos.